Hey everybody, how are you doing? My name is Kayla Kennedy, your independent Scentsy consultant. Today I'm just going to do a really quick video on these holiday bricks. Took an opportunity to warm a little bit for samples so I could tell you a little bit about how they perform when they're warm versus how they smell cold. And I think that there is a huge difference in some of these bars, and it's kind of important to know. So everybody's different. My smell taste might not be your smell taste, so, disclaimer there. But I'm going to go ahead and start with my least favorite. And of the 5, there's only one scent that I dislike. The other 4 really hard to rank because they are very nice. So let's just do a quick video here. So my number 5 would be Warm Winter Night. And it's so strange because I actually really like this smell cold. It's got some fruitiness, it's got a little bit of the clean smell. It's just, to me, I like this cold. So description: hearty bourbon, citrus, and brown sugar. The citrus I pick up, brown sugar not so much. When I warm this, I don't jive with it when it's warm. It gets a really deep scent when it's warm, and I don't know if it's the bourbon. I don't get bourbon when I smell this. I don't know what it is. It is such a unique smell. I can't put my finger on it, but a lot of people love this smell. So I would say, okay, this reminds me of if you've got a man cave, or your house is just full of leather furniture, or you've got like the wood paneling walls, that's the kind of vibe I get when I warm this. So, if you got a downstairs den or a man cave or something, I think this would go really well in that space. But to me, I don't want to warm it in the main areas of my home. It's just a little bit too deep for me. I don't know. It doesn't, to me, smell like it smells just cold in the bar. Because I like it like this. I don't know. Maybe, I'd love to hear your opinions on it because the smell is so unique. I can't even really describe it. And I just can't get down with this one. All right, we'll go to number 4, which is, it's so hard to rank the rest of these because I do like them all. But I'm going to go ahead and pick salted caramel cider. So scent description: salted caramel, vanilla bean, and fresh pressed apple cider. So on the cold sniffs, I get the vanilla, I get the caramel, and a little bit of the apple. So when I went ahead and warmed this, and I warmed these all in kind of an open concept area, this one, Brian said, was very strong. And maybe because my head was over that warmer, I didn't quite feel like it was overpowering. But the unique thing is, when I was right next to the warmer making these samples, all I smelled was the caramel, which was still nice. It's a caramel. But when I walked, the 10-12 steps to the kitchen, I started smelling the apples. And I don't know what it was about those 12 steps, but the scent was different for me. And I actually really liked the smell a little bit away from the warmer. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. It was strange to me. I actually did like this, but just a little bit away from the warmer. If you like those bakery, really sweet scents, I think you're gonna love this. But I do like it. I do like it. It's just, of the 5, it's not my top one. So, but I think a lot of people are going to love this. It's nice. All right, so my number 3, butterscotch brittle. This was really hard to decide between the 3 left. Butterscotch brittle, the scent description: peppermint, vanilla, caramel, and butterscotch. Okay. This one I actually really liked cold. To me, all I smelled was peppermint. Just not a super spicy red hot peppermint, but a nice crushed peppermint. And I really like it. When you warm this is when the butterscotch comes through. And it is a very deep, it's not like a sickening sweet caramel butterscotch situation there. A lot of people are saying it's smoky, And I get why they say that. There is a depth to this caramel. And then the peppermint kind of fades out a little bit when you warm it together. At least that's my experience. This one, strong. This one, again, I warmed it in my kind of open concept. I smelled it upstairs. I smelled it in all the rooms of my house. Just within 15-20 minutes of trying to smell it. If you want a powerhouse, I think this one's going to blow you away. And I don't know, I like the smell of this peppermint. But initially, if you were just to smell this cold, the butterscotch brittle name just doesn't make any sense, you know. But give it a try warm and see how you like it. I ended up really liking it after it was warmed. I got where the butterscotch name came from. That's that. Okay, number 2, and I kind of have number 1 and number 2 tied. My number 2, I'm going with Christmas tree. I am not a tree scent liker at all. So, I find them generally overpowering. You know, it gives me headaches, things like that. But this one doesn't do that. This one is, okay, scent description. Fresh air and pine needles swirl through a pine wood forest. Okay, all right. So I go and smell this one, expecting to completely dislike it. And I don't. I think it's really nice. I think it's just a very, how do you say? I think it's very one note. It's just pine. It's just a Christmas tree. And it's more subtle. So if you don't like an overpowering tree scent, this one actually you might go for, because as a tree scent disliker, I really do like this. Now, what I will say, that warming it, again, in the open concept, I only smelled this around the warmer, and it was a very subtle kind of background scent. So maybe if you have a smaller space, it would be a little more powerful for you, but I was warming 2-3 chunks of this at a time, so I was expecting to be kind of blown away with intense tree, and I wasn't. And to me, that was a really good thing, because I ended up really, really loving the scent. Probably the first tree scent that I would choose to warm. You know, just because I want to. Not because, oh, I have this around, it's Christmas, let me warm it, but because I genuinely like this scent. And so I think that's why I ranked it so high, because I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. So if you are a tree hater, maybe just give this a go. Just a sample. Just a sample. Yeah. All right, and my number 1, Wrapped in Lights. I am a fruity girl, all the way. Wrapped in Lights has lemon, pomegranate, and mulled spices. So to me, when I smell this, you have that punch of the citrus. You have the lemon, you have the pomegranate. To me, it's very bright, it's very festive. To me, this screams holiday. And the more I smell it, the more I love it. There is that little spicy undertone to it. Hard to describe, because all it says is mulled spices. I don't know what that means. But it works really well in this. There's something in there. And a lot of people are saying they detect a little bit of a Christmas tree scent in the back. I can kind of see where they're coming from, but to me it just doesn't, I don't know, it's not strong enough for me to say yes. I mean, it's not in the scent description or anything, but I can see where people are coming from. To me, this is holiday. This is holiday in a brick. So, there's that. There's my quick little 5 rankings. So these will be available in a few days. You can do single bar for $24. This is US pricing. You can get 2 bars for $40, and this mix and match. You can get 2 of the same bar. You can get 2 different scents, or you can get all 5 for $100. And I mean, the bricks are huge. They're almost 5 times the size of a regular Scentsy bar, which I don't have near me. I should have, but I mean, they're really good size. And what else am I gonna say? And I ran out of steam here. So when you get your brick, you've got quite a few large little cubes here. Oh. But there's the top of the tree. I mean, I would cut this down into probably 4 different cubes for a large warmer. But, you know, you do you, however much you need. And when you get these bricks, because of the way that they're shaped, sometimes they look completely intact. Sometimes there's a little line here where they've kind of, you know, there's a little bit of wiggle room, but doesn't affect the performance of the bar. They're really nice. I actually did make a whole bunch of samples, so if you're local and you'd like some, I've got all 5 little samples here that I can get to you. But thanks for watching, guys. My quick little video. I hope you have a beautiful day. See you later.